So we may as well grab you guys. Ah, well, we had enough. No, they're not. That's good. They're probably going to go for one of the forts that we've left ungarrisoned. So we'll deal with that right now. The best case scenario is that he's going for our capital right now. That would be wonderful. I would also take Mosul, but he's probably not going to go there. Capital is fine, just go for it. As expected. And now we can get that province finally converted. I'm not sure if he would move on this with it unfortified. Probably not worth taking the risk at the moment though. So we just need his capital to fall and then we can spread out and destroy. Everything will be hunky-dory. Disease outbreaks do not help with that. Jake, more QQ claims. Make a good point there. Unfortunately it's all disgusting Shia land. But because we are overpowered Sunni, we can handle that. I'm not that far off an alliance with you. My lack of a navy apparently offends you. But I don't have the money to be dealing with that right now. I don't have the money to be dealing with much. But all that gonna change just as soon as this fort decides to fall. Any day now. Let's get access. It's pretty much futile to increase my relations with you. You hate my guts, nothing new there, but could at least try to increase relations there. And the Mamluks, we don't want those falling down, so there we go. There is also the idea of getting Armenia's relations up. We'll work on that shortly. Oh, I really don't like the way that my capital is falling fast here. No, we don't like that at all. Gee, if that fell, I'd be fairly disgraced. We have enough to... we'll check this roll if it doesn't work, which it didn't. We've got to save the capital. Unfortunate it's Highlands, no horde bonus for us, but I have every confidence in my units. Genoese Crimea. Yeah, Genoa's really gunning for it there. It's funny because we buffed Crimea. Guess there's no helping some. Especially when money is involved. Oh lord, it's one of those sieges. Oh, dip rep. That is exactly what the doctor ordered. Unfortunately, I am hemorrhaging money at the moment. Oh, they're gonna out-economy here. Out-economy me here with their fort here, since it's costing me a lot. There we go, at long last. But perhaps the tribes will come to our aid. Now remember, they have a lot of influence, and if I give them much more, they're going to be taking over my land. So I can either rely on them to get some army tradition, or they lose a bit of loyalty. 10 army tradition is certainly good, but it's not to the point where I'm about to risk the influence getting out of hand. 5 loyalty isn't too bad. So we don't need your help. It's also worth keeping an eye on these guys. I can boost their loyalty every 10 years, but it'll cost money that I don't have. Alright, but we got your capital now. To be honest, I don't want to pay for it as a capital fort anyway. So what are we going to do? Well, it's all 10 to 1s around here anyway, so... yeah, that should work. Let's just go on a killing spree. That'll make me feel better. Personal rule, always get your 10s to 1s. No, I didn't stick my general on this, but they're going to die anyway, there's no question about it. So now I have access to all the provinces except... no, I should have access to all the provinces now. And I don't believe they have an army, they do not. No need to attach to me, no need to worry about absolutely anything. Just kill and keep moving. Jake, mothball the forts. Yeah, I need to stop hemorrhaging money here, and I really am. I couldn't have survived that war for too much longer. And yeah, sure, I could take some loans, but I don't operate like that. I have some strict rules that I must adhere to about taking loans. I've actually been thinking about getting rid of that and opening up loan strategies, because there are a lot of very, very good strategies you can use with loans. But, you know how it is. I don't want to. I still need a lot of guys to siege this last province down, though. It's only 6 out of the 9 that I need. Pop. Jake dismissed some men. Dollary dues. Yeah, dollary dues are hurting us at the moment, but I can also reduce the costings there. And army. Infantry. Yeah, I have little use for infantry at the moment. I'm all about that cavalry. It's a shame though, because I could really need these guys in the future. Dismissing guys is not really an option in that sense. But Trebizond is already tapped dry. And this is already with me not paying for things. Could dismiss an advisor, I guess. What a tragic situation. Interestingly, that's not going to work either. But no, I said I would take Trebizond, didn't I? The sad moment when your money just starts running out. Okay, but what I can do is get everybody that is on horseback and go looting. Yeah, still hemorrhaging money. Jake Czech of Georgia went 101 war score. The thing is, I'm using my glorious tribal casus belli, so it would be nice and cheap. Then again, I got some things to weigh up here, don't I? This hurts, because this is a point where I could just take out a loan. But I have my own things to consider here. I mean, if I paid my guys absolutely nothing, had all my infantry in here on the siege and everybody else looting, of course, I can free some up by having you attach to these fellas, and then we might be onto something. Because then we'd have 2, and 4 is 6. 7, 8, 9. The desperation to just loot instead of taking loans. It's crazy. But it's how I operate. Although it would all be knocked off if I had an event that cost me anyway. Qoyunlu separatists rising up in Timurid land is not the best news I could see today, because they're probably just going to export them into my land. Yeah, we're still not quite close on that. Although the Golden Horde are doing real good for themselves, whilst Muscovy continue to stall, and Novgorod get themselves some not amazing but still reasonable set of alliances there. I think Golden Horde and me could end up seeing eye to eye on a few issues. Won't work forever, Jake. They'll be looted soon. But that's fine, because... well, this isn't fine because this is taken away from my potential looting. I can jump from province to province. I just need Trebizond to fall, though. Couldn't you demolish your forts? Those are very, or going to be very useful in the future. That's almost looted dry. May as well move along to greener pastures. Yes, Trebizond just goes and takes forever to fall. That's one issue though. These guys are costing me money. A big clan of sheep herdsmen have migrated into our border provinces, searching for better pastures and milder winters. Peaceful in nature, they're willing to accept our rule and pay tribute. 1 base tax in mush. Yes, we are saved from ourselves. Yeah, actually, this isn't very good now, is it? Not gonna last. Especially since these numbers are soon going to be so low that they can't keep the siege going. I'm gonna miss you, trade efficiency guy. Oh, there's a thought. That's also gonna affect my coffers from trade, isn't it? Good enough. This reminds me of some very old looting strategies. Good times, those. Oh shoot, that's an empty of loot. Don't go there. Well, once Trebizond falls, all our money situations will fall away as well. Right, this is one of the issues. Our friend here is probably going to enter our land soon, and it looks like Timurids are in no hurry to deal with their rebel problem. I'm probably going to have to fight them, which means I'm probably going to have to start paying for Mosul very soon, very, very soon. So I need Trebizond to fall on the double. Turn of the month, I'll start switching these guys around. Why do I go to such extreme lengths? Because I really, really don't want to take loans. Having to pay for that hurts me. Hurts me right in the wallet. I think if these guys didn't arrive in time, that really would hurt. Trebizond has a few months to fall, and then I'm out of options. Yeah, I could give all access to them and they would kill them for me. Please, Trebizond, can't keep this economy running too much longer. There is no time, Trebizond. If it doesn't fall here, I'll have to take drastic measures. Whatever that may be. That's drastic enough. Jeez. What have I become? Surprised I'm not increasing my goods produced just to enjoy a bit more money. That does tempt me quite a little bit though. No, Georgia. There is to be no peace yet. The loot has run dry as well. I guess it's kind of alright there. We can still make it. Come on, Trebizond. It's been a lot of fun, but you've got to fall now. Because there's no money left for me. Jake, could you please move your merchant from Aleppo to Basra for 10% trade power? Hey, that would actually work to get more money here as well. Please go. Please end this Home Alone hell. I actually have to go to Kartili to loot that now. Times are so desperate. At least some of the loot is regenerating here, and Trebizond refuses to fall. Yeah, this is economy on horsepower, folks. We can do it, though. Nobody believes it, but we can do it. 1800 days at this, man. I must be... Yeah, times aren't looking so good. Even the Iraqis want to rise up for this rubbish that we're putting our country through. My diplomats are being full-on French, so I may as well fabricate that claim on Hila. And hey, what happened to those separatists I was expecting to pay me a nice visit? Come on, Trebizond, jeez. Call for peace is not fun. It's quite anti-fun. The money continues to dry up. There we freaking go. Go away, Trebizond. I don't like you, but I want your money. Give up your claims on me as well, because I need just a touch more. And wow, they were still my rival. So I will enjoy that power projection too. Cheers, big ears. Ah, feels good to be right. Let's finally start paying for my armies, since I'm going to need them. No need to attach to me anymore. Let's just get ourselves home. As for you, you know, I'm struggling to think of a reason not to annex you, and I got nothing. But before I do, I should check out what you're interested in. You have nothing but strategic utility, so that means they could take or leave the fact that I'm chewing up Georgia pretty badly here. But to be honest, excuse me, that was, yeah. Something to consider is Gizamuk. Can't really feed them, because, you know, increased coring cost. There's already all this Georgian increased coring cost. Plenty of dip, and there's loads of land that I want to core, isn't there? Oh, it's a tough call. Okay, something worth considering is the fact that my province here is in Europe rather than Asia. Boom. Oh, continent Asia. Did that change, or am I just stupid? Okay, I'm Asian then. Right, that's a concern. That blows out the water what I was originally thinking on there. What can I do? Declaring war on you doesn't seem like a great idea, because Austria will come down and slap me senseless. Coring this land is going to be platinum expensive, and my friend's not going to like that. But I could bum some of it off to you and release you. Yeah, that seems like an alright idea. Alright, why not? We're taking it all anyway. I mean, that was always going to be the case. Georgia and Circassia may coalition me. Well, I guarantee you Georgia will not. Let's just take it all, because what's the worst that could happen? I'm also now stuck between teching up or increasing my development. Guess I may as well tech up. But only after I release you. Now I can have up to 1748. So I'm going to burn your land to the ground. Hope you don't mind, but you probably do. Kaboom. And look at that, Horde Unity put back up to 100, even though the looting was helping with that. So, yeah, the land is now dirt poor. But I'm going to get rid of it. Even though the vassal is increased core creation cost. And the reason I'm doing this before I tech up, because I don't want them to have higher technology. Since I'm very slow on getting that, they may end up getting more liberty desire due to having too much of it. So, quit my yakking and just release them. They are, yeah, I just call them Gizamaluk, because I think that's the cave, the ice cave from Final Fantasy. So there we go, they'll be Shia, that's fine. I can force convert them later on. And thankfully they're not too angry, but they will be unless I make them a little happier. So that's fine. Now I can tech up safely in the knowledge that they're not getting it. But they do get my military tech, which is lovely. As for the rest of this god-awful land, burn, burn, burn. It's all got to burn, and if there's any money left in it, it goes right into my coffers. Some are too little to burn, but we'll get to that in a moment. Oh, that just feels good. Feels all the right things that it should. I don't want to deal with revolts, but there are going to be revolts here. Tempted just to reduce it anyway, since... I don't know. So like I said, the revolt is going to be quite horrible. But it's going to happen anyway. You know what, I'll just power through it. I want everybody over there on that fort for now. I don't know what is going on here, but I'll keep Mosul paid for just in case. Oh, you are certainly not getting paid for. And you are getting burnt to the ground. Just like all the others. So I think we have quite safely burnt everything to the ground, made lots of lovely points. Trebizond gets renamed Trabzon. That's pretty cool. You I don't want rising up, so we'll increase your autonomy there and get you coring. The only thing I don't really want to core is Samtzik, but I want to give it to Armenia. Now I could just hit return province, they would like that. Or I could go to my subjects, say, hello Armenia, I don't want this province anymore, would you like it? And they'll be like, yes please, that will decrease my liberty desire. Not by much, because it's a crappy province, but thank you nonetheless. There we go, they still have one core that they need to get, but they're not too unhappy with me. Speaking of happy, I want you to be happy with me, since I will later force convert you. Because I'm a bad guy. Tempted to give you Shirvan, but I may just take that for myself. Otherwise, though, there are cores to be made. We got plenty of dip, so I have no problem spending dip to reduce my war exhaustion. Especially if we might be going to war again fairly soon. And it would make these cheaper, because they're currently 5% extra. Yeah, well, that's more important, isn't it? Lovely. Incorporate religious unity. Ah, yeah, religious unity is now going to hurt us, isn't it? Well, there's a thought. I'm going to want my points back on that. 128 becomes 214. Becomes 133. Forgot about Trebizond there, but we got it, and now we can afford you. Sure, gonna cost us money, but that's part of the deal, isn't it? Jeez. Hemorrhaging money. I guess I could stop funding something, but my money is just flooding away right now. Perhaps I should not have spent it on that advisor. And there's the fact that I'm paying for Mosul. Could always not pay for you at all. You are kind of useful, but I think you have to just go. I don't have the money for it. More or less having to go to war just to keep my treasury afloat here. I'm also all too aware that what am I aware of? Not terribly much right now. The fact that I can only go a few more years until the money dries up. Well, there is Shirvan here who have no friends and would probably quite like to be dogpiled, but they also have another fort that is going to take me forever and a day to get through. So that's another concern. Why don't I just gun them down anyway? I mean, they give me lovely land to deal with. They have no cores, and even if I don't want their land, I could just give it to you. No, that's not how we roll around here. Let's kill them. That's what rants would do. We would just kill everyone. And we should always try to be more like rants. Don't want to make our only friend, even if we screwed them over. Our enemy. Timurids. Oh my. That would be useful if Timurids weren't a collapsing piece of crap. But you would make a better friend. Golden Horde are actually well on their way to doing great here. So yeah, I think we should invest in their friendship rather than anyone else's. Friends in high places. Ah, jeez. I say that and look at that, already falling apart. No, may need you for other things later. Okay, that's good enough in terms of that. I still want some enemies though. Genoa is certainly a good one, and it's too risky to make the Timurids an enemy right now. We'll wait until they're falling apart a bit more. But people that can happily fall apart is Shirvan. Yeah, I am going to attack them and take the cash. Might as well. Show superiority. Nobody wants to join in, but that's fine. Golden Horde is 88 in debt, so I better keep that one in mind. So please die. You'll increase my piety as well, which is something I always welcome. Get to it. So you might be wondering why I'm going to war, even though I haven't gotten all my morale back. Morale damage is based on maximum morale. Watch these guys fry. Pop. And what a pop. I can straight away get that one going, otherwise I really do want this province to fall to me. Sadly, I've got to commit just about everything I have to it. But I don't want my esteemed leader to die from it. And he is esteemed, that's the thing. That works out, we get it all looted. And we're all good. I got nothing better to do, you may as well loot the damn thing. And we'll keep Armenia in our good books. Jake, check Poland, you say? Oh my. Oh no, that's Armenia. What am I doing? There you are. Not quite as keen. My navy and army are apparently not good enough for you. Well, stop paying them so much, because they're going to be looting for us. Alright, thankfully... Oh no, they did get their fort activated. But that's alright, seems to be falling rather nicely for us, much unlike Trebizond. Will broken Muscovy be fixed in this DLC? Oh, I'll fix Muscovy up, don't you worry about that. How are we looking? 168 on the development. I would like to be more, but what you gonna do? Alright, Shirvan, that was nice and short, actually. I was about to say I don't think I want everything, but now that I think about it, I want everything. Especially the money. And I'm going to force your religion as well, and this will become clearer in a moment. So that looks pretty good to me. I'm just especially glad to get that money, so thanks a bunch. Boom. The fort I could give or take, and I'm probably going to give. I don't really need an extra castle to pay for at this point in time. But I was able to force convert this to Sunni, which is rather nice. Still going to burn it to the ground because they have increased coring cost, and I ain't got any time for that. But there's also this little province. It's Shia, which I do not like. So if we just burn it to the ground and then tell my beloved vassal, and beloved they are, hey, you take it. And it doesn't even cost us a diplomat. We just go to Gizmaluk and say, here have Dagestan. Yeah, their overextension goes up, but their liberty desire takes a little nudge in the downward direction. Getting that all cored. And look at that, we're rich again. Yeah, we can do what we want. What in the world is going on with these guys? They appear to have just vanished. I mean, I'm all the happier if they're dead, so let's mothball that so we don't have to worry about it. And consider that Qoyunlu's day is up in about 6 years. Circassia has a similar situation where they're sitting there with all this land that could certainly be razed to the ground. Jake, if Poland isn't close, fire that silly dip rep advisor, you broke fool. Who are you calling broke? I haven't had to take a single loan. How many campaigns have you done where you've had to take loans? You're the broke fool. Look at these great dip techs I can get now that I have this guy giving me all the points. Trade range, trade efficiency. I'm on fire here. Yeah, I'm gonna do it anyway. No, let's not be silly, Jake. You're getting baited here. Sadly, allied with Ryazan, vassal under Golden Horde. I think the Golden Horde is about to see some issues. His vassals have allied under him, so that means they're not very loyal. We can check that out in more detail here. Ah, no, they are... it's you that's disloyal, Theodoro. Ryazan must have become loyal later on. You're gonna have issues. I would love to fight Crimea, but I don't have access to them at the moment. Circassia I could certainly gobble up. But I may just want to keep them as a vassal. You know what? I'm in the mood for that.